Question 31. The following are examples of oviparous animals except A. Crocodile, B. Dove, C. Rat, D. Tilapia. Oviparous animals are animals that give birth to their young ones by laying of eggs. So all these organisms here are oviparous animals except a rat. A rat is seen as a viviparous animal. It does not give birth to its young ones by laying eggs. So the correct option is C, rat. Question 32. The removal of a man's pancreas by surgical operation can affect only the digestion of A. Starch, B. Starch, protein and fats, C. Oil and fats, D. Carbohydrates and fats. The pancreas helps in the production of three major enzymes. 1. The amylopsin, 2. the pepsin, and 3. the lipase enzyme. The amylopsin enzyme helps in the conversion of starch to maltose. The pepsin enzyme helps in the conversion of protein to peptones. And the lipase enzyme helps in the conversion of fats. So the correct option is B, starch, protein, and fats. Question 33. The dorsal and anal fins of fish are used for A. Upward movements, B. Controlling rolling movements, C. Stabilized balance in water, D. Steering. The dorsal and anal fins have their specific characteristics, but generally they help in controlling rolling movements of the fish in water. So the correct option is B. Question 34. We are given four options here. Option I, Rattus rattus, II, Agama agama, III, Bufo regularis, IV, Tilapia zoo. The question says the order of evolutionary advancement of the above vertebrates is option A, I, IV, B, I, IV, II, C, II, IV, D, IV, I. So the correct option is D, giving the evolutionary advancement from Tilapia zoo, Bufo regularis, Agama agama, and Rattus rattus. So the correct option is D. Question 35. Angiosperms and gymnosperms belongs to the class A. Schizophyta, B. Spermatophyta, C. Pteridophyta, D. Bryophyta. The correct option is B. Spermatophyta. Question 36. Blood clotting is initiated by A. Leukocytes, B. Platelets, C. Hemolymph, D. Hemoglobin. The correct option is B. Platelets. Question 37. Which of the following statements is not true of piliferous layer of a root? It A. has a very thin cuticle, B. is the outermost layer of the cortex, C. may bear root hairs, D. is replaced by cork in old roots. The correct option is A. it has a very thin cuticle. Question 38. Anaerobic respiration in yeast produces A. carbon dioxide and ethanol, B. carbon dioxide and water, C. carbon dioxide and glucose, D. ethanol and water. The correct option is D. ethanol and water. Question 39. From the diagram, the zone of physiological stress is represented by. This diagram shows the zone with this angle here, giving the population size of a given species, and this other horizontal side, giving the representation of different zones. This here shows zone 1, zone I. This shows zone II. This shows zone III. So the question says the zone of physiological stress is represented by option A, I and II, option B, II only, option C, II and III, option D, I and II. So the correct option is option D, I and II. In zone I, the body tends to go through different kind of stages of growth, so it tends to be more stressful and difficult. And in zone II, it has already attained a higher level here, so it doesn't require so much stress. In zone III, the growth here is diminishing, so the body still might have to adapt to different kind of physiological stress. So the correct option is D, I and III. Question 40. Which of the following is likely to have a higher concentration of mitochondria? A. Sperm cell, B. White blood cell, C. Egg cell, D. Red blood cell. The correct option is A. Sperm cell. The reason is because the sperm cell takes so much energy to swim through for fertilization to occur. So that's why it requires a higher concentration of mitochondria. And mitochondria here is seen as the site for energy production in the cell. So the correct option is A, sperm cell. Question 41. Using the figure on question 15, answer this question. The process of pollination involves the transfer of pollens from A. III to IV, B. IV to I, C. II to III, D. I to II. So let's go back to the question 15. Question 15 shows the diagram of a flower. And the question 41 says here, the process of pollination involves the transfer of pollens from where to where. So question II shows the anther. I know that the pollen grains are seen in the anther for insects to be attracted for pollination to take place, and the anthers are being transferred to the stigma. So option II is the anther. The anther contains the pollen grains, which helps insects to be attracted for pollination to take place. Option III is the stigma. So pollination will take place when the pollen grains are being transferred from the anther to the stigma. So let's go back to question 41. So the correct option is C, II to III, which is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. Question 42. The shrinkage of the cell protoplasm away from the cell wall when placed in a hypertonic solution is called A. Flaccidity, B. Hemolysis, C. Plasmolysis, D. Turgidity. The correct option is C. Plasmolysis. When a cell protoplasm is placed in a hypertonic solution, the cell tends to lose its nutrients and undergoes shrinkage, leading to a process called plasmolysis. So the correct option is C, plasmolysis. Question 43. The hyphal wall of fungi is rigid owing to the presence of A. Cell wall, B. Lignin, C. Cellulose, D. Chitin. The correct option is D. Chitin. The hyphal wall of fungi is made up of 80% hemicellulose, which is also known as a chitin, which gives the wall of the fungi rigidity. So the correct option is D, chitin. Question 44. The two key cations involved in the action potential of nervous transmission are A. Magnesium and potassium, B. Sodium and iron, C. Iron and magnesium, D. Sodium and potassium. The correct option is D. Sodium and potassium. Sodium is found inside the cell, and potassium is found outside the cell. But during action potential of nervous transmission, the reverse is the case. The sodium is now placed outside the cell, that is moves outside the cell, while potassium moves inside the cell. So the correct option is the sodium and potassium. Question 45. If a nursing mother is not producing enough milk, her hormonal system is probably deficient in A. Testosterone, B. Tyrosine, C. Insulin, D. Prolactin. The correct option is D. Prolactin. During childbirth, the pituitary gland sends impulse to the hypothalamus to cause the secretion of prolactin for production of breast milk. So the correct option is D. Prolactin. Question 46. Which of the following is not a waste product of plants? A. Tannins, B. Oxygen, C. Carbon dioxide, D. Sap. The correct option is D. Sap. Sap is not seen as a waste product of plants. It's a substance that is being produced when plant is being cut into two. Question 47. An example of radially symmetrical organism is A. Planaria, B. Hydra, C. Tapeworm, D. Roundworm. The correct option is B. Hydra. Hydra is seen as a radially symmetrical organism. Question 48. From the diagram, the young chick is formed from A. 3, B. 3 and 4, C. 1, 3 and 5, D. 2. Going back to the diagram from question 1, which shows diagram of a developing chick, and the question there says the developing chick is formed from where? So the developing chick is formed from the part labeled 2, which is the trigeminal disc. So the correct option is option D, which is the part labeled 2. Question 49. The breakdown of fat and oil into simpler absorbable compounds is catalyzed by the group of enzymes called A. Peptidases, B. Amylases, C. Lipases, D. Hydrolases. So the correct option is C. Lipases. Question 50. The organelle common to both plant and animal cell is the A. Central, B. Plasmalemma, C. Cell wall, D. Chloroplast. The correct option is B. Plasmalemma. The correct option is B. Plasmalemma. The plasmalemma is a part of the cell that is both common to plants and animals. It helps to monitor the activities that comes in and out of the cell, and it also serves as the gatekeep of the cell. So the correct option is B. Plasmalemma. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe and share. See you in our next video.
Okay, guys, so please take note that we have a JAMB WhatsApp group for 2026 JAMB Bites. All right. So if you're writing JAMB for 2026, we have a JAMB WhatsApp group where we do daily revisions on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. So if you're a science student and you want to join our JAMB WhatsApp group, I'll leave a link to the JAMB WhatsApp group in the video description. All right. You can also join our JAMB channel membership to get access to exclusive content for JAMB Bites, or you can get the full JAMB course on our website. Simply visit www.journalemmanuel.com/courses and you see the JAMB/WAEC classes. All right. Okay, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. All right. Like this video. Also leave a comment. Right. For the comments, I gave you a task, question number 11. Solve it, leave your answer in the comment section, and I will tell you if you're correct or not. Don't forget to also subscribe. If it's your first time here or you're yet to subscribe, please do what to subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all so that you get notified